Hi, everybody. All right, so I'm about to do a pretty intensive soul rebirth journey. This is for Milos. Milos has been sick for 8.5 years, and there's a bit of a language barrier. So I've gotten to see pictures in order to make a connection to provide healing to help him. And I'm totally ready to do this. I'm ready to jump in. But it would be helpful for those who watch the video to share energy and love with Milos as well. You can't screw this thing up. You just think of Milos and you make the connection with the same vein I'm connecting with. And then you share love and healing, positive energy vibrations. Whatever makes your heart sing and makes your heart happy, just send it to Milos. And that way he can start feeling better and better every day, okay? So one thing I want to indicate here, when I do spiritual healing for people who are really sick, there's a scenario where you're really sick, right? So you're going to be full of toxic energy. That's why you feel bogged down and you can't cycle out of it. And the body has a hard time pushing out the old and the bad and the gross energy. So when I go in, I do a massive purge and cleaning. So the positive energy has to go somewhere, right? So as it tries to get into the body, it's going to push out the negative energy. And that means you could feel sicker before you feel better. And that's part of what happens when I do spiritual healing for people who are in a severe medical condition. So I have to make sure that is said before I get started. Because that is what has been a consistent scenario. So I'm not a medical doctor, I'm a spiritual healer, but I do share positive energy, and the positive energy is pretty intense, and it is intense, and it does inspire the body to get out the old in order to bring in the new. You can't have a closet filled with old garbage and try to pack it with all new stuff. You actually have to get in there, pull out all the old stuff, and then you have plenty of room for all the new good stuff, right? So that's part of how this works. I'm ready to get started, okay? Milos, I'm going in. All right, just hang in there. So I'm just going to relax and align with this work, and I'm going to allow Spirit to guide me through it. So there is an interaction here where I'm actually in a picture that I've seen of you. And then I'm just gently touching your leg to let you know that I'm here and that I'm a very loving person. So I'm allowing this vein of love to be the first interaction that I share with your body. This love is channeled through a vein that is connected with heaven and unconditional love. And so this vein of energy is what I'm starting to channel into your body. And I'm doing it very softly. There's quite a lot going on here. The first thing I see is your body is... so you're sitting in a chair, right? But around you is a lot of acidic, toxic energy, and it's quite bad. So it's sort of like ocean waves, and it's sort of attached to the backside of you, and then just kind of coming here. So there's just black, dark, old, negative, toxic energy is part of what is you're feeling. This is a part of what I see right now. So let me do some work here. I'm ready to kind of jump in and get this wheel turning. Spirit guides asked me where I will start. Am I going to start by tackling this dark sort of water body that is attached to your backside? Let me stand back here and look at everything. There's quite a lot of different things going on here, more so than I would know how to put into words. Odd sort of colors that are bouncing around. They don't have a place here. They don't need to be there. There's odd sort of milky energies. So let's just see what happens here when I just start channeling an energy into your orb sphere. Let's just see what happens there first. There's a lot you want to spill out and let loose. What is a lot of fish? Old fish. It's sort of like old fish that have been filling a boat, and they've just been sitting on the ocean for way too long, and they've just been rotting in the sun. And we need to get the old fish out. We don't need the old fish anymore. So even me gently touching you in this way with love is already instantly starting a purge of old energy. You've needed this for a very long time. But this was part of an experience that you were meant to have. Unfortunately, it is quite extensive, but one thing at a time here. I'm just choosing patience. We've got 2 hours of time and there's a lot of work to do, and I'm exploring everything right now very quickly in my head. All of these different images that I'm seeing, working with my spirit guides on what to start with. So I'm basically still channeling love into you and seeing what shows itself to me. So I'm just going to continue to channel love into you in this way. I'm not going into deep layers just yet. I'm just starting at a surface layer, and then we'll just see what comes out, and then we'll start going from there, okay? So I'm just continuing to pull stuff out from the surface layer. That old fish stuff is still out here, but it's not a part of your expression. It's just sort of here. But there's an odd sort of globule energy. It's pretty massive. It looks kind of jelly-ish, like a massive jellyfish without the tentacle parts. It's kind of an orangish color. That is starting to come out of your upper, like from your upper chest and head area is starting to push outward. So I'm allowing that to come. I'm just going to continue to stand here and channel love and allow the negative energy to purge out. You're quite contaminated, and even the contaminated energy, it makes you feel helpless, hopeless, like it's never going to go away. It is really a massive thing I'm looking at here. It's really been hard for you mentally, emotionally. I'm shown how damaging this has been to your emotions and your mind, and just you can't find the overall satisfaction in life when you feel like this. They're showing me through expressions in your face. You're so tired of all of this pain and suffering. I can see it in your eyes very clearly. You've been so tired for a very long time. And your wife is so sweet and will not give up. There's more purging out. This would be like the digestive area. It's just more energy purging out. I'm just allowing it to come out. It's sort of a liquid energy. I'm having angels surround you, and I'm going to do something here to magnify the healing energy. So instead of it just being me here, right, I'm going to include all YouTube viewers that want to share love with you, Milos, and then we're all going to just stand here and share love with you. And then we're just going to connect to this vein of love, which is the only vein that is in connection with you in this healing, which is purely unconditional loving energy from heaven. And then we surround you with angels of light from heaven, and we don't surround you as just a couple. We're just gonna keep surrounding you in a circle. So we got a circle, and then we got another circle, and then we got another circle, and we'll just keep spreading out the circle. And so you are like the center of the universe, right? And we have like so many circles of love that are sending love into you in the center of the universe. So we have trillions and trillions of angels out here to magnify the loving energy, and it's going to be intense, okay? So, but I have to do something because you're really contaminated here. So I have to focus on this for a little bit, and I'll speak as I'm prompted to. There's something happening here with the work that I'm doing. It's very intensive. I mean, it's almost altering the universe itself. There's something odd about the way that it is. I can't describe what I'm seeing right now. You're in the universe, but you're somehow inside a portal, and I don't know. How to describe the shape. It's quite strange. I'm just gonna keep focusing, and then we'll just keep going. Because you're wanting to travel somewhere. You're actually wanting to travel somewhere in the universe, but it hasn't happened yet, and it's sort of the darkness of the universe is creating an odd sensation where you just feel like there's too much darkness here. We gotta put you in a sun or something like that, so it feels bright. The darkness of the universe is not darkness, but somehow it's inspiring there to be an odd disagreement with this idea. So let's try something else here. I'm inspired to. There's something about the ocean and the seagulls and sand and the sunlight here that feels a lot better to me. It feels like the right type of peaceful vibration that you need. So I have you sitting on your chair here at the ocean, and we are listening to birds and the ocean waves, and there's energy that is being transferred into you. Let's try and slow it down some and see. I don't want to overwhelm you, but there's got to be a way for me to move. I mean, it's like I could just keep digging and digging and digging. There's a lot of energy that's no longer needed for you, and so I'm trying to find the best way to get it out while still being in balance with your needs. I don't want to overwhelm you. Yeah, you're starting to purge it out on your own now. And I'm gonna tell you, you could feel nauseous after this work. It's important that you know that, because that is a sign that your body is releasing old toxic energy. I can't do this work without you having an upset stomach afterward. This just gonna happen. This energy is pretty contaminating. So I'm just continuing to focus. We have a lot of people here coming in as beams of light, just surrounding you in a huge orb sphere of light, and it just keeps getting brighter and brighter as we focus more love and energy on you, and we just continue to focus love and energy on you, and then also comfort, reassurance, other sensations to help with your emotional balance, because you've been quite traumatized from this experience. And so there's energies here that are veins of it's going to be okay, and we're here with you. You're not alone. We're going to help you. Those feelings that you need. You need to have that too. There's a part of you there's some sort of release mechanism that is taking place here. I don't know how to describe it. A part of you, so you have bones, right, on the inside, you have skin on the outside. Somehow you're wanting to release from your body. And there's sort of a hand here. It's sort of, I don't know what the information is behind this, but I'm just watching it right now. I have to be careful here because of the seriousness of the condition. So I'm sort of merging with you and allowing you to show me how fast or intense or what you want exactly. So I'm on your chair, spiritually merged with your soul and your body. And then I'm just allowing you to direct my mind in order to do this in balance and harmony with your needs. All right, there's a lot of dark images. And they're images of the body sort of decomposing or destructing, being self-destructive. The body even wanting to, it's sort of like a need to release the soul from the body, to release from the lifetime, but also simultaneously the body reacting and just in such a spiteful way about the healing energy that I'm providing, which the body does sometimes get overwhelmed by it. It hasn't felt this for a while. It's not normal. And so sometimes it'll be defensive against it. It's weird because loving energy can create some overwhelming, the body can kind of freak out from love. It's weird, but it does if it's not used to it. I'm exploring every image. I'm doing a lot of work here that I'm not able to talk about. I'm just looking at a slideshow of images of the body and its responses and how it's speaking to me, and I'm just doing this very carefully. I'm continuing to release out energy orbs that are no longer necessary for you. And they are coming out sort of in a sort of like a jelly sort of appearance. My spirit guides are telling me I'm doing a very good job so far. It's kind of a big job here, so I'm just like, I'm going to be, I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to underdo it. But I just want to be respectful of your body's needs as well, because you've been sick for a long time. Sometimes slowly but surely still does win the race, you know. So there's a lot of sounds of joy, joyful energy sounds, and they're sort of raining them down upon you in ways that it is definitely an energy vibration. It is the sound of joy. In a spiritual way, it's quite uplifting, and it's really entering into your body in a way that is very, very positive. It's actually making me feel really good. I feel awesome right now hearing this, and it's really encouraging and refreshing because I haven't heard this. It feels like I've not heard this for a very long time. I need to hear this more. I need to feel this more. I need this to be a part of me all the time. I don't want to not feel this way. I want to feel the joy way. I want to feel that way. And so I'm just like, bring it on. Keep ringing this joy bell. It's like so awesome to hear it. So I'm allowing this gift to continue to be shared with your expression because you need this. And it's really beneficial. You're quite a sturdy man and you're strong. You're very strong. You're actually very strong. I'm feeling that. Even though you've been sick this long, you actually have a very strong body. Like your body is able to handle a little bit more, is what it's telling me. I mean, you're really a strong man. You're really strong, have a strong sort of determined, I don't know how to define what that feels like. Your body has an expression that is strong, and then it also has a sort of strong personality, even like a real masculine personality, a strong soldier type of sensation. And you have courage too. You're a courageous man as well. That's what I feel when I connect with you. Just because you're not feeling awesome right now doesn't mean that still isn't a reflection of who and what you are. Because you really are quite awesome. You have an energy that is really, I really like connecting with it. It's really refreshing because it has a real masculine identity to it, but it's really holds a lot of that you're just a really genuine man, a strong man, a determined man, sort of the male strengths. You have them. You really do. And this courage sensation is really a great feeling because I don't feel that all the time. That's pretty unique and special. You really are adored. Your wife really adores you. I can feel that these qualities are quite make you so admirable. Really worthwhile. You're a really worthwhile guy. And this is all part of the joy, sounds of joy that I feel and I experience. Because I'm not experiencing the pain and suffering at this moment, I'm just experiencing the positive angle of everything. And it's really great. It's enough where they're helping me feel confident to dive in more. But I'm just going to let them, spirit realm, direct me and help me through this. It's just a lot of love that really embraces you a lot. This sort of chaos nightmare you're going through, you're still surrounded by some real pure loving veins. It feels like it's just been too much, right? But all in all, there's been so much love pouring in down on you, and it's really special. It's been really intense, very pure love feeding into you. It just is, you really want, it's sort of like this condition, just, it's hard to smile every day, you know, but there really is love, a lot of love around you all the time, despite how you may feel all the time, you know. So I'm really beckoning the darkness to come out, and it's quite intensive. So I'm just continuing to encourage it to release from your body. And it is. I mean, it is releasing out of your body. A lot of dark energy that has been contaminating it for a while. This is energy we're working with here. And it looks dark. It looks like a liquid tar energy, this sort of levitating like a liquid, a soft liquid that's just kind of coming out of your expression. So I'm just helping it to continue to come out. I'm encouraging you to stand for some reason. We'll see what we can do here. I'm asking you if you can stand for me. So you literally are standing right now. I'm really showing you that you're very strong, courageous. You're a soldier of a guy. You're a real, genuine, real manly man. Like, you actually are kind of, I don't know how to describe it, because you do have some very softer characteristics, but you do have a real strong male sort of fire about you. And I just see that you can stand up. You're actually strong enough to stand up. So we're doing this all in the spiritual layers, right? So you may not be able to stand in the physical yet, but this is in the inspiration I'm supposed to go with right now. So we're going to go with it. You're you really are, you really want to as well. You already are standing up. We've removed the chair. There's no chair now. You're just standing here before me. And you're quite sure, you feel happy. I mean, you're smiling. You have like a really positive, upbeat way about you right now. It's really inviting to me. It's really making me feel good to see this. And so I'm just enjoying the feeling of you just showing that you can do this. But it's part of your sort of magnetism or way about you that you have. There's more to you than meets the eye. You have some inner strength that's really impressive. So you really want to wash in the ocean right now. So you're standing up, but you feel tired. You feel very tired to me. But you're happy to stand on your own 2 feet. You're quite excited about it, in fact. You're wanting me to take you to the ocean, so I'm taking you there. I'm kind of helping you. In fact, I'm just picking you up, and we're just going to go hang out in the water right now and let it wash over you and heal you in this way. It's not just healing you on the outside, it's healing you on the inside too. So I'm just doing this right now. I'm just here with you in the ocean, and we're just letting the ocean do the work right now. There's some sort of green energy that's really excited to come help you. And Mother Earth style nature energy with the ocean, and this some plant life, some green energy coming into the scene here too. The water is definitely a blue color, but there's like green energies that are growing off of the sand of the beach, like seaweed or something. But they're not seaweed. I don't know what this is, but it's just green energy plant just growing around you, and they're more energy than has like a physical texture to it, but they're quite vibrant, very vibrant. I'm inspired to allow you to inhale it, the green specifically, while your body is being nurtured in the ocean. They really want you to release more negative energy, however you can get it out of your body. We're actually asking you to do it, and you are doing it on your own. You're actually self-sufficiently wanting to do this on your own. We're just sort of helping you to do it as well. Just we're telling you to do it, then you do it. You're taking it away from here. It's really awesome to see this. So we're just here with you. It's me, and there's some others, but I don't know who else is here. There's obviously so much energy being just channeled into you, just loving channels of energy coming from all places. Angels and human beings who want to share love with you to make you feel happy, make you feel better. Love coming from me, from your spirit guides, from other souls we don't even know. Just so much love coming in and pouring down upon you. And Katarina is sharing love with you too. And we're just channeling in so much love. While you're simultaneously just hanging out here, and you're feeling good. You're feeling good about things. You really want to be self-sufficient with this, though. So we're just giving you the tools you need to be self-sufficient. So we're just letting you take the reins. But you are releasing quite a lot of old garbage junk into the water. You may have some diarrhea or something in the real physical, just to let you know. It's gonna have to come out one way or another. The body and the physical is gonna feel all of this positive energy, and it's gonna say, oh, I gotta get on it. I gotta start doing things differently. It's gonna start looking for the toxins, and it's gonna start getting them out of there. One way or another, it will get them out. And so just be ready for that, okay? So we're just letting this all come out of you. It's coming out of your pores, and it's just coming out. So you might be sweating a lot more too in the physical. But you want to do this. So we're giving you the tools, and you're just doing what we ask of you. And so that's what you're doing. It's really nice. You just have a really refreshing way about you. You really want to be the man of the house kind of thing. Take care of take care of things. Be a man who can take care of things. Be a self-sufficient man, a man who can stand on his own 2 feet. And you are that way. You're totally that way. Your style is totally that way. This thing just kind of got out of hand, right? Then it changes your experience, and now it just changes things. So we're still in the water. You're breathing in this green energy that is sort of medicine energy coming from Mother Earth, just coming from love, coming from different places of just energy veins of love, sharing more love with you. We're pumping you full of positive energy here, and you're quite delighted in it. We're going to slow down a little bit. You seem like you're feeling tired now, so we'll just relax for a minute. And you're starting to get nauseous again, so we're going to stop sending energy into you for a little bit. I'm just allowing this to happen. You're in the water, you're surrounded by love, and we're here helping you get it out. I'm removing some sort of painful rods in your back. I'm just removing them from your back area. That feels a lot better to me. I'm being shown a mouth, and it's kind of odd how it's showing itself to me. So it's like I can see a bone structure, a skeleton, and it's all from the side angle. So skeletal head, and then the sort of neck, spine. I see that. I see the mouth open. I see a tongue, and so I can kind of see a face. It's not just the skeleton, because there's still a head and a mouth and all that. So I'm trying to make sense of what this is about. When I removed those sort of metal bars or whatever those were, that felt a lot better, but then the focus was on the spine or the neck or head. Something about that, so I'm trying to understand what the energy is. Something wants to come out of the throat area. So I'm allowing it to come out. It just looks like an odd goo. I don't know what it is. It's thick, it's brown, and it's kind of mucusy, but it's hard. It's hardened. There's a pest is what I'm seeing, a pestilence or a pest inside of you, and it wants to come out of you, and it's bigger than you are, is what it's showing itself to me. But it definitely is like, it's screaming to get out right now. It's screaming so bad to get out that it's like wanting to come out of your body in a way that just, I'm not sure if that's the right way to do this. So I'm just exploring this with my spirit guides. It's a black energy. It looks like a massive ant or something trying to rip you apart from the inside out, just to get out of you. But the size isn't right. I don't want him ripping your body apart. Let's just see what we can do here. I mean, if it's what I see in the spiritual, that there's reasons for everything. So I got to come up with a way to allow this to come out, not in a way that's a little less traumatizing to me, because I don't know what that's going to translate into in the physical. I'm seeing it. I'm calming it down a little bit, and then we'll see what we can do with this. I'm turning it into a liquid because it has it's like an ant inside of your body, at the size of your body, trying to get out of your body. It's like trying to rip your body apart. I was like, okay, we're getting rid of the hard shell. You're turning into a liquid. So now you can come out as a liquid. And so now we're going to allow you to come out that way. It's coming out all right. It's quite happy. It's like, yes, just get me out of here. However we got to do it, just get me out of here. This is a lot better. There's some other things coming out. There's a heavy weight coming out attached to this black liquid. So that's a good sign. This has been a big deal. It's been a heavy weight. It's been bigger than you. It's been all that. So we're letting it come out. There's a lot more to come out. A lot. I'm inspired to literally take your body apart, like turn you into puzzle pieces, and then really quickly take you apart in order to release this out and put you back together again. I've done this before. It's just an energy trick. Everything in the spiritual realm is an illusion. It's an illusionary world. It's an infinite space. It can be whatever you want it to be. I can do whatever I want to do, but there's ways that feel right energetically, and there's ways that are like, I don't really want the ant to blast through your body or rip it apart. I really don't want it to come out that way. I want to come up with a different way to allow this to come out that's a little less traumatizing. I feel like it's too traumatizing. So this is quite soft and quite neutral and really effective, and it's relaxing. So I'm just enjoying really swiftly just allowing what is the old you to be sort of come out. It's hard to describe how I'm doing this. I'm just going to do it, and then I'll tell you what happens here. There's a lot of old dark energy that's contaminated all the parts of your body. To the toes even. Because I see what is a version of you standing is all black. And then a version, it's all energy, it's all black energy in there. And then a version of you that's standing where I put you back together and you're completely normal. Look great. Totally healthy looking. So I got to, this is still, this black energy version of you is still connected to you somehow. So I have to figure out what we can do here to release it from you properly. You look awesome on this other side. I mean, you're just, like, you could do a jig right now. You could go dance right now. There's something really great about it, about this. But this other part of you needs attention as well. I'm just going to go and share love with this energy, this other dark energy version of you, in order to help it feel better. It's pretty bad. I'm standing in a shower with this energy version of you, and you look terrible. Even like the skin is blistering and stuff. And the water is washing, you're in a shower and it's washing off the dark energy down the drain. And this part of you looks exhausted. I mean, so exhausted. Like, how much more is the way it feels? Like, please, I'm so tired. Like, you don't even want to stand. It's just, you're exhausted, totally exhausted. So this is doing some really impressive transformation. This alone is already doing a lot of positive enhancements to this image. I mean, I'm even feeling better. Like, it's like instantaneously. It's amazing how quick it can happen. I mean, it's you're already starting to grow your skin back like normal. You're already starting to smile again and feel strong again and feel great again. You're even releasing what is a lot of old sort of energy out your back. They're like sort of cones or sort of spinal cones or something just shot out of your spine in the back. They're sharp. So it's coming out so you can feel better. It's coming out the back. So, whoops. I'm just focusing. I mean, you really are a self-sufficient guy. You want to be a self-sufficient guy too. You want to be able to take care of yourself and not be taken care of. And you really like showing me that you're strong enough to take care of yourself. As I kind of help give you the tools and the strength in order to do that. So I help you into the shower. I do this sort of my part of it. And then we let the water wash off. We let you kind of get out that sort of exhausted energy. And you start to feel a little bit more purified, a little bit better, stronger, more self-sufficient. Some sort of... like the water's too hot or something. Let's just calm things down again. Again, you have a lot of old energy to release out. And it's coming out the mouth like vomiting. I'm wondering if maybe I'll just do an hour, and we'll do a bunch of just hour-long sessions, because I don't want to overwhelm your body. Like, see how you do with this round one, a shorter round. Let's just keep going and see what happens here. I'm just letting you get it all out. You're really trying to transform, but you just still... I mean, this is just part of it. We just keep going through layers. We'll just keep going through layers. So... I'm just still in the shower with this other version of you who's releasing a lot of energy out the mouth. getting out old energy. And there's a lot. I'm talking, it's really bad. It would be like all the negative energy that is built up over the last 8.5 years is coming out. And it's coming out in really big chunks and just liquid and gross, sort of like just looks gross. But that's negative energy. It never looks good. So I'm just letting you get it out, and it's actually helping you feel better. That was pretty intensive, but you're back on the I feel a lot better wave. I'm actually feeling a lot better wave, is how this is going right now. And that joyful feeling is starting to hit us again. The joyful feeling that is joy. That to get the yawns out. It's quite exciting. It's quite motivating. It's like, yes, give him the joy, fill him with the joy. Let him breathe it in. Let's go celebrate this accomplishment. As far as we've gotten, this is impressive so far. This is really good progress so far. They say you're doing great, Milos. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. And it's so awesome how you're ready to do this. You're ready to take the bull by the horns kind of thing. So there's something wanting to show me. I'm supposed to be seeing something new here. It explains why I keep yawning. I'm just going to allow them to show me the next thing. So there's somewhere I'm inspired to go, a place of a reflection, an energy place, an energy realm associated with this issue you're dealing with, your sickness. I feel happy to be in this place, and this place is quite strange. It's not an evil place. It's not exactly heaven. It's kind of like Earth or something. It's like, it's not terrible, it's not awesome, but yet I'm so overjoyed to be here. And I'm walking on a path. There's grass on either side, but there's some trees. It's quite gloomy. But yet I'm still thrilled. The experience is just so thrilling, so exciting to me. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna see or expect to see. I'm just here right now. There's an inspiration of some angels to come down and greet you on the pathway. And they have odd sort of like hands outstretched, and then they have like fabric kind of attached to this middle finger, and it kind of comes out so that way you can see like it's hanging, like they could flap their like fabric wings or something, wearing dresses. There's 3 of them. I don't know who these are. They're almost like 3 souls that are one, but there's something angelic about them. But the closer I get to them, I don't really see, it's no angel wings. It's really about this fabric they're wearing. They're all different. There's like one white one red one, and one black one. They're like 3 beautiful women kind of thing. But yet they're one, but yet they're 3 as well. They're very tall. So let's just say let's just say you're 6 foot tall. They're like 9 feet tall. They're very tall. They're hovering over you. They're just gorgeous, 3 gorgeous women. And they're stopping you here. There's simultaneously something else. They're sort of transforming into a doorway. Like their energy's blended, and now there's a doorway. While simultaneously looks like the face of like a knight's helmet or something. And it's just before you. There's a fire burning on the other side. The door's not even open yet. It's just a door that just fabricated in a space. You go on a pathway, there's grass on either side, there's trees, and there's just this random door just right here. It's like kind of sci-fi, 2 fantasies, like a fantasy thing. Sorry. I'm gonna get cozy for this. I gotta get cozy. So... they're saying, are you strong enough to enter, Milos? It's really strange. It's like, what's going on here? Because I'm not the one entering. They're asking you. You're quite adamant about going. You actually are wanting to see what's on the other side. And the closer you get to the door, the more feeble you become. So open it up and you just look more feeble. And so I'm wearing red. I'm here by the door as well now, wearing red. I'm just pausing this thing out a minute. I'm having you stand. I'm not having you enter this doorway. I'm actually gonna check it out. It's like a burning black. There's so much black energy in here. Why? I don't need you going in there. Don't go in there. Not until I sniff this place out. I'm just gonna have you. I'm just inspired to show you that we are all on the beach still. This is there's something I need to figure out with this. The spirit guides asked me why I do not want him to enter. And I was like, I'm not understanding what this is about, and the way that it's making him get more sick entering into it. This is not the goal. It's not to make him more sick. The goal is to get him to feel better. Even if the body's gonna have to purge out some stuff in the process, feeling better is what was requested of me, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to make anybody go into a dark doorway. So they understand, and my spirit guides are telling me they understand what I'm trying to say. And I think that is very loving of me, that I would go into the doorway for you. So I'm choosing to see this doorway's it's pretty bad. I don't get it. I'm not sure what it is about. I'm not even inside the space yet. It would be like so you burn something, and then as it burns is a black smoke, and that smoke can get really thick, right? There's black smoke so thick in the other side of the door that I just can't. It's like I can't even go into it. There's some sort of thicker substance in there. There's something else in there too, and I can't figure out what it is. It's got a shape of a circle like an O, and I just can't understand what it is. I'm telling you, Milos, you don't need to. There's something odd about this because. You're actually, you can choose to allow this experience. Is something about sometimes we have a need to just keep walking down the same road when we could actually change our pathway and then become healed and have a totally new experience in life. But because we get sort of sucked into a certain experience, it becomes the truth. The experience then becomes the truth. Even if that isn't the only truth, there can be other truths that are, you can get better. With us here at the ocean, you're already choosing that for yourself. You already want that for yourself. Something about this is you just feel like giving up, and you're just going to accept that it's just going to get worse and worse until you just can't live anymore. And I'm telling you, no, that's not the truth here. That's what has felt like the truth. That is what this has made you feel like this is the truth. So there's just no value to this door here. I'm asking them I need some time to explore this. I need some time to talk to my spirit guides and explore this. I just like it here by the ocean. I like it here where we feel good. This place, I don't know what this means or what this place is about. It hasn't come to me yet. What I can do about it, is this a thought realm? Is this part of your emotions? Is it part of your body? Is this just a wisdom, an exploration of wisdom for you? I don't... Usually I see these spaces and then I purify them. So I'm exploring purifying the space, but it's not showing me that that is part of what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm inspired to make this door bigger, to expand what is inside, so that way it's not so thick and congested. That way I can expand it really, really big, spread it, disperse it all, so I can explore what is in there. I don't know why, but I asked my higher self what to do, and so I just merged with her, and now we're just going to enter into the space. So I'm in the space. Inside the space, I see you. You're sitting on a chair and you look tired. You're choosing to sit on the chair in this space. I'm saying no. You do not need to sit on the chair in this space any longer. I'm altering its composition. I'm taking orbs to absorb all the smoky energy, and we're altering the entire reflection of what this is. It's starting to look like a church inside of here, where you would go to pray. And it's getting whiter, and the light is shining in. And it's starting to look like a real church, and that was like a church door. Everything is looking a lot healthier and more peaceful. It's not looking... I mean, how would you even breathe in there? How would you be able to live in there? How would you find happiness in there? Nobody can find happiness in a place that thick, full of smoke. You can't breathe. You can't think clearly. You can't be at peace in there. You're gonna feel gross in there. And so now we're purifying this space. I feel like I need to go deeper. Feel like I'm just gonna go deeper now. That church space looks a lot better. I'm inspired to go into a cavity of darkness here in order to see more. So it's strange. There's two versions of this room. One version is purified and healed. One version is still in conjunction with how you seem to feel or how you think. It's sort of strange because I had a purified version of you, and then I had a version of you that was full of sort of dark energy, and I took you into the shower and washed you off, right? So now here we have, again, a really clean, healthy church, and then also a sort of contaminated church. So I'm going to purify this contaminated church version. There's a lot of sounds that are, we love you, we're here with you, we're always here with you, we love you, we're part of this with you, we never leave you. Loving voices from the spirit realm, totally encouraging you, wrapping you with love, understanding of how you feel. So... I'm altering the vibration of this space by purifying it. I'm basically just creating... I'm altering the space. I'm putting rubies and crystal pieces and all kinds of stuff all over inside this contaminated church in order to absorb out all of the negative energy. And then I'm going to start growing things in here, like natural plants and such, in order to transform this. In the process of doing that, there's I can walk out the door of this darker space, and it's really dark out here. Out the darker church space, there's quite a hurricane wind blowing, and it's blowing like 200 miles per hour, and there's no stopping the blowing energy. And there's nothing that grows here. It's all dusty, dust blowing like mad, and there's a massive guy here. just an entity. I don't know who he is. I don't know what his purpose is. He's got an even bigger seat he sits on, and it's very big. He doesn't seem to pay me any attention. He seems really into what he is creating with the energy here. He feels like he's a worker, like he's doing his job. I'm turning off the wind and I'm allowing it to hear that it has been raining. Rain to purify the land and heal the earth space and everything. I'm creating sunlight here. I'm standing on this giant man's knee. I'm like the size of it. I don't know. I'm like 6 inches tall and he's like 100 feet tall or something. And I'm just saying hello to him and asking him what he's about. He just seems whatever is in his own mind, and he's in his own mind. He's made out of sand. Dark brown, sort of grayish colored sand. I'm sharing love with him. There's a issue I'm having in this place. I need to do something. There's too much toxic energy in here, sort of. Need to do something here. Every time I try to alter the perception of what we see is green, luscious ground, rainfall, sun. I can do that all I want, but there's still a version of it that it's like there's still this other issued version that I can't just alter the appearance of it. I have to understand what this is about. I'm journeying into the Sandman, basically, to understand him. I can't do it. I'm trying to journey into his mind, see what happens there. I tried to journey into his heart, and there's nothing. I could be going through a sand world for the rest of my life and never reach anything at all. So I tried going into his third eye to see what this is all about. He's blocking me from going in there. I'm just choosing patience in order to understand what to do next. They're talking about time. Sometimes the Earth, for instance, goes through phases like an ice age or a desert phase or whatever, a volcano phase, or and so how do you alter that, the appearance of the earth? Can you alter the appearance by just choosing to see that it is actually raining and there's trees and plants and everything? There's a sensation or expression of time that exists. So what do? You have to alter time in order to alter what this is about. So I'm inspired to just to talk like a human being, because time is very intensive riddle. You know what I mean? Just talk like a kindergartner about time, like everybody, like we all talk about time. I'm going to basically speed up time. We're going to go into the future. We're going to make it so we're going to let this be the time that was supposed to happen now, and we're just going to let the time pass, because this is part of the experience. This space was supposed to go through this type of odd hurricane sandy space experience, and it's not going to let me alter it, change it, try to understand it in any other way. am only allowed to perceive that it is passing, time is passing, and then it's changing its composition naturally, just like the earth. After time passes, the earth showcases a new side of itself. Now it's not an ice age anymore. Now it's hotter or something, so I'm just speeding up time. That's the only way I can describe it. We're going into the future while we're still in the now. We're still in the present moment. It's really hard. It's not easy to speed up time. The more I try to speed up time, the more windy it gets and the hotter it gets. It gets really congested. No wonder you won't leave the church. Well, this church, you're not able to because it's so bad outside. I'm inspired to go back into the church because it's getting so bad outside. But this whole thing is going to be altered here. I'm just waiting it out, basically. And now I'm choosing to explore a different way of experiencing time by just stopping time. I'm just stopping it. So we're just on the second, and then we just push the pause button, and everything is just paused out. Everything feels better now that I did that. This man's even getting up from his chair and he's walking away. He's jumping into what is an ocean that I didn't even know was there. Because I wasn't able to look behind me. There's an ocean there. He's not even a part of this scene. Everything is changing now and the sun is coming out. The sun is changing everything. This is completely just calming everything down. Everything is just changing its composition through just pausing time. Allowing the sensation of time not to exist. Now that is helping huge in a really big way. It's making everything feel so much better. You're even waking up in that dirtier church, the contaminated church, and you're starting to sense the change. And it's making you smile again and making you feel happy and even inspiring you to stand up and then you want to come outside. I'm just allowing this to continue to do its job, so it could take a few minutes here. Everything feels so much better, I'm telling you. This is the church I love more than that other church. I like this church because it has been through, it is still here. And it is here in the sunlight, basking in the sun, and everything is starting to grow on its own accord, and the sensation is so pure. So healthy, so amazing, so wonderful. It feels so good. Things are growing on their own, just out of their own accord. I'm not even having to inspire them to grow. They're just doing it because they want to. And they're just growing. Everything is just growing. And there's very tall trees here, very tall. And the sun is still shining and there's so much green grass growing. And there's this beach and the water and everything is really fresh. Everything's really cozy and peaceful and pure and natural and strong and healthy and everything. I think that this whole thing with the doorway is that we needed to go in there, no doubt. And I just have to feel some of this stuff out because it's not always clear what it means. And so I'm forced to make a decision or try new things That's part of the experience, and this had to be explored. This had to be dealt with. I don't know why, but this is the right church. The other church didn't have this feeling to it. It was like a church built to be a church. This was built to be a real sanctuary, welcoming people to enter, to be transformed in this space from the nature outside, from the ocean, and from just the belief system, which is real pure. The whole feeling about it is very pure, very sincere, and it's very meaningful. There's a higher vibration. There's more meaning to it. Continuing, I just became small enough, the right size. I was quite large, and I was basically levitating from the sky, looking down at everything growing. So I'm going to the ground now and getting smaller, a little smaller, and I'm going into the door. I open the door, and there's all kinds of fire and flame coming out right now. So I need to find out what this is all about. You're still inside, you're not paying it any attention. It's not exactly bothering you. It's just at the door. You're inside, deeper inside where there isn't any flame or fire. Trying to... I'm pulling the flame and fire and smoke out and turning it into an orb of energy. And I am putting it in Archangel Michael's bag of transformation. So Archangel Michael's here. He has this bag of light. So I put things that are not of the light into that space in order to be transformed and purified in the light. So that does not need to be in there. It has an odd consciousness of its own. I mean, that odd flamey ball has a consciousness. I may need to look at this more. It might be one that I can't just put into his bag and transform. I might actually have to explore this. I'm just... All right. So we'll see what happens next. There's quite a man here with really widespread wings. He has sharp teeth. He's got black. He's kind of like a jaguar, standing upright like a man, with massive wings like dragon wings. And I'm just standing here. He's on a cliffside. He came from this dark orb sphere that was on fire as well. So I'm just here with him, talking to him. He looks just like a jaguar, but he has some sort of human-esque feature to his face. But he does look like a cat. Has teeth, sharp teeth too, like a cat. I'm just examining him and trying to talk to him. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of energy shifting going on here. Sorry. There's something very controlling about him. I'm exploring different things and his behaviors towards it. He really likes people to be bowing down before him in that way. As in, there's some sort of, I don't know how to describe it. He likes to have a control mechanism that makes you feel that you have no choice but to bow down to him. I don't know what he is a reflection of, but he does have a consciousness, and it has been in conjunction with your being sick for 8.5 years. Again, it's sort of the illness is bigger than you are kind of thing. Now who is in control of you, the illness or you? So this is what we're standing before, a consciousness that's insisting that he is the master here, and I bow down to him. which isn't the case. But this is just what we are learning about him. He is different than me. He is of opposing force than I am. I'm inspiring to show him light, and is completely the opposite magnet. I'm not sure what this is. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to transform him, basically, but it's not easy right now. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced he's a demon just yet, but I'm not convinced. I need to explore this more. He's very angry. He's quite angry that I would even think about transforming him. That's kind of what is the feeling. He wants to harm me is the way it feels too. So that's enough information now. I'm just talking to him. I'm using techniques in order to transform him in the light. And we're making progress here, so I need to just keep focusing on him. I'm doing work in order to create an orb around him of loving energy. I'm sharing love from heaven with him. I'm letting him know that he's welcome home, that today he's to come home with us, back to the light, that he's been of this reflection, and it's time for his journey to shift pathways now. If he's going to face me, it is time. That's what I'm here to do. I'm a journeyman. I go and I transform them when I meet them. And so I put a triangle of light underneath him, and I put a diamond of energy within him, contain him in an orb sphere, and I speak to him and help him with angels. He doesn't. This is against what his expression is. His expression is to be in control of everybody else, not for somebody to be in control of him. He finds this to be just, how dare I? How dare I? I am not better than he is, kind of thing. So I'm just helping him remember what the light feels like and what unconditional love feels like, and that this is not who he is. This is just a part of a vein of experience his soul has been exploring, and that it is okay to return to the light again. So I'm just talking to him. And I'm just looking directly into his eyes and sharing love with him that way. He's really intense now. He's quite severe. He's just not having it, but he's gonna have it. So this could take a little bit of time. I need to focus until he's trying to show me that he's not in my orb sphere, and I'm saying, yes, you are. You are in there. Don't care what you want to show me. You're in my orb sphere, and you are transforming. I'm sharing love and hearts and images of love with the orb that he's in. It's really helping him, and he's starting to soften a little bit. This needed to go, Milos. This guy was part of you feeling like you're not gonna win this thing. This guy is the contamination that your mind tells you that you're a slave to the illness and that you're not going to get better, which is really opposing of your sort of style, which is self-sufficient. So this really breaks you when you don't get to feel your self-sufficient persona anymore, and it's very contaminating. Getting this guy out of there is going to help you regain your confidence that you can do this, that you will be able to stand up again, that you're going to beat this thing. I'm still helping him. I need to focus on this guy. He really needs... I need to focus on him right now. I'm sharing transformative snake energy with his orb sphere. I'm sharing gifts of love with him. I'm using heavenly light. I'm here with others who are helping as well. Other energies. It's very hard for him, but he's definitely getting there. All of his reflections are being absorbed now into the orb. All of the reflections he was creating, make it like he wasn't inside of it, are being absorbed into the orb. There's quite a lot of light hitting the orb, and even welcoming him in a tunnel of light back to heaven, so he can be reborn in the light and then explore a new pathway of expression. This is really good for him, and this was time for his soul to experience this. Okay, I'm asking what do we do next? I'm inspired to go back to this this church. I'm supposed to say that entity is transformed into light now and is no longer in conjunction with your spiritual atmosphere, okay? So everything feels a lot better. There's an old energy coming out of the church, and it's just going into the light. It's kind of just energy. It's kind of an invisible thing as well. It's not inside there anymore. This is a part of your body. This is somehow a reflection of your body. Because I feel like it's in conjunction with your legs or something. Because it just feels like there's legs underneath the ground here, and that they could just, the knees could just kick, like, you know, you get buried in the sand and then you get to move your body out of the sand and you just kick the sand off. It's sort of something like that. Like if there was movement under the ground, it would just shake the ground, and then we would just see legs and then a body just coming out of the ground or something. I'm asking you in the church, I'm asking you how you feel. I'm not able to see you exactly. I'm only able to observe you from afar while I'm trying to connect with you directly. It's hard. I'm asking my spirit guides if this is necessary or is there elsewhere. I'm looking at all the scenes that we've seen thus far. I feel like there's something bigger to all of this. I'm releasing something that is deep underneath the ground of all the spaces that we have been looking at. I'm opening the ground as some sort of red liquid that is bubbling upward. There's some versions of pain in conjunction with different places on your body. And so I'm trying to make sense of what I'm seeing here. You're trying to show me, but I can't understand if it's a certain place or if it's a bunch of places. You're just sort of in bed and you're just like in agony, and holding your sort of gut region and just sort of kind of clenched forward and then making a noise like something hurts. I'm just touching you. I'm filling with love, inspiring all of the negative energy to come out in the space that is harming you. There's some sort of old wound. I just keep seeing it on the, let's see here, right, left. Oh, for crying out loud. It's hard because I'm really bad with rights and lefts, and then you're on the opposite side of me. But it would be by the hip bone, and then it would be what a right, because if I'm on that side, it'd be by the right hip bone. And it's sort of. It seems like it's right by the sort of pelvic region on the right. You're so angered by it. It's sort of... There's more energy just coming out of you. It's a lot of intense energy. In expression of itself. In conjunction with this space. So... I'm waiting for more to come. Okay, so there's just more release of, literally more release of old energy coming out of the mouth, but this isn't a vomiting thing. This is more like a long rope piece, and it kind of has a snakely sort of skin to it, and it's just pulling it out of the mouth, and it's a green color. And it's kind of like a green snake. It's got a yellowish green color to it. It could even look like a garden hose. This is making you feel a lot better the more of this line we pull out. This is helping. I don't know what this is about, but this is how the pain is showing itself to me. And then this is all I can do is continue to pull it out. So... There's so many versions of you. I'm going to tell you what, you actually feel really good right now. We're going through another phase where it's like I feel a lot better about everything we've gotten done so far. I'm actually feeling amazing right now with everything we've gotten done so far. And so I'm just going to stay with this sort of joyful energy vibration feeling because it's worth applauding. It feels like we need to applaud everything we've accomplished. It's so worth applauding everything. This has been really progressive work. You're really loved. There's a lot of loving energy expressing itself to you again. Saying we love you. We love you, Milos. We're here. We adore you. We're here with you all the time. We hug you, hold you through every moment of this experience, whether you can see us or not. We love you. We're here with you all the time. And that's what they're saying. There's a pause in the energy right now, so let me just allow this to continue to happen, and we'll see what happens next. That thing just got to the end, and we just pulled out what was something like, I don't know, old tissues, bodily tissues or something that was stuck at the very tail end of that rope, the garden hose snake thingy. And now we're just like, that's a huge triumph, whatever that was. That's a huge triumph. That feels better to me. You really are, there's a lot of energy that makes me feel quite positive about you actually coming or being able to get through this thing. And it has a lot to do with your attitude, that you actually have that go-get-ems, I can trudge through 12 feet of snow for, 4 years straight. I don't know what it is, but there's something about you that is, you can do things that other people can't do because of your motivation, passion, drive, and this sort of male sort of energy about you. This sort of soldier man style. I don't know how to describe what it feels like, but You are self-sufficient. And you want to be self-sufficient. You pride in being self-sufficient. And that is motivation that gets you to stand on your feet again. And there's a lot of loving light and energy here. Really encouraging this. Really encouraging you to stand up. Really encouraging you to get out all the old. Give us more room to fill you with all the positive energy. This is really impressive work. Something is changing in the energy, and I'm going to be seeing something else here soon. It hasn't happened just yet. You just gotta wait this out, and we'll see what happens next. Okay. All right, let's see. There's just more layers to this. This is a big deal. It's 8.5 years, right? So I can get through every layer I get through. We see a new version of contamination, and we heal that contamination. We feel better, right? So then we go a little bit further. We heal that contamination. We feel better. And we'll just keep going and going and going and going. Okay, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Still, and it's quiet right now. There's nothing to see. I'm not seeing anything. There's nothing, no sound, no energies, no nothing. There's something about the ocean, and it's nighttime, and it's relaxing on the beach. Feet are out on the beach. There's some water. Everything feels really refreshing about this. It's really cozy, relaxing. It's a normal sort of experience at the beach at night. And there's stars out, and it's just peaceful. I mean, you could just lay on the beach and just hang out there. You don't have to go anywhere. We can just stay here. We'll just stay here all night. I mean, there's something about this. It just feels right. It feels really good. There's more energy that needs to come out, and it comes out through aggression, or it's got a real loud bang to it. And when it comes out, it wants to just whatever it can do to rip its way out. That's how it feels. When it wants to come out, it just wants to rip its way out. And it's got a lot of force and impact in it when it comes out. I mean, the only way I can describe this energy would be like a pasta noodle that is the size of your head, and it's dry. It's not even been like sitting in water. So, and it's got a shape to it that it could hurt if that thing shoots out of there, and it's bigger than your mouth. It's, again, there's something about this. It's like your mouth is wanting to transform into an odd shape just to get this to come out. So I'm allowing your mouth to open wider than normal in order to get this out, whatever this is. But that energy, that bang sound, I'm just going to journey into that sound, and we're going to see what's there, okay? I'm just waiting for something to show. I'm literally entering into the sound. I'm just making sure that piece kind of comes out, but it's not quite coming out yet. So I'm exploring this while simultaneously journeying into the sound. So it's not easy to get into. There's a way into this thing. It's just energy. I can't get it. It has more meaning to it, but I'm not allowed to get into it yet. I'm still trying. All I can think about is standing on like a guy where a geyser would shoot out, and they're shooting out sort of black energy, and I'm sort of standing on a ground, and it almost looks like old rotten skin or something, and it just continues to shoot out old energy. So I'm just gonna go with this and explore this space, and we'll see what happens here. It's quite disturbing. I don't understand it exactly yet. There's a body in conjunction with the ground itself, releasing this sort of negative energy through a small hole, which is like a geyser. I'm using Usui Reiki in order to help with this too. Healing this space. I'm using a lot of energy here. I'm just doing different energy techniques. This is working. It's just a big, I mean, whatever this is a big deal. So it's just going to take time. A lot of old energies coming out. They're coming out like massive spiders through the chest area. Well, I'm simultaneously in this groundscape. You're kind of overwhelmed by this energy work because I can see your body is releasing it, but it's just really worn out from the release. So I'm just gonna I need to finish this space up, okay? And then we'll see. I just don't want to overwhelm you with round 1. Oh yeah, there's a lot of energy coming out now. I mean, it is blasting out. It is destructive. I mean, it is intensive, angry. It's an angry energy vibration. I mean, it is fiercely intense anger energy vibration. Transforming everything that just came out of the ground into the light. I'm just transforming it all instantly. This is a huge space. It's trying to come apart. And this is a good thing that it is, because this is a big deal. The more work I do with this, the better this feels. And it doesn't feel so overwhelming. So I'm just focusing. I'm just inspired to spin this space and to start spinning it. It's breaking apart, and I'm just inspired to spin the land and the whole space. Like a galaxy spins. I'm just inspired to spin everything. Spin all the images that we've seen, the churches, the bathroom, everything we've seen, the ocean scene, everything we've seen. I'm just inspired to spin it like plates spinning on sticks, and just spin it in order to alter the energy vibrations of everything. Spinning is really good. It raises the vibration. I'm spinning them all into oneness. I'm spinning them together. This is really good work. They're all spinning into an orb of energy. All of this work is spinning into an orb of energy. And we're all now in the universe. And this orb of energy is in the center of the universe. And we're all out here sharing love with it. And now the darkness of the universe is not contaminating anymore. It's actually, you're the center of the universe. You are the universe. We're sharing love with you while you're spinning. There are stars falling from the heavens and touching your orb sphere, and they're doing it out of their own accord for you. Sharing love with you from creation energy and starlight, star energy. You're really wanting to experience the renewal and rebirth of your soul today. You're really wanting that. I'm just watching all this taking place. I'm just watching it is all. So your orb is spinning really fast in an infinite space, like the center of the universe. We're sharing a lot of light and love with it. Stars are touching it, making it glow brighter. And I'm just waiting for the next thing. I'm inspired to put snakes of rebirth into the orb in order to transform you through the energy and the gift of the snake, which is a snake that is life and rebirth, is sort of an expression. That way we can release you from this is the way to purify all of the work that I have accomplished so far. Is to do all of this work and then solidify it through a rebirth of expression in the light. You being reborn, all right. It's just taking time here. There's red energy being used. There's a lot of electrical energy going into this, and the energy of flame as well, spiritual flame. And it's invigorating, it's empowering, it's inspiring, it's passion, it is intensity, it's aggressive, it's strength. That's what it all feels like. It feels like self-sufficient you blasting through all of this. You're wanting to show that you are no longer a part of that orb sphere. You are part of a new space. A space that is in the light. That orb sphere is now no longer possesses the consciousness. You're completely in a whole new expression right now. I'm quite baffled about it. That is an orb of wisdom now that goes on your sort of... So you have these orbs of wisdom. You have an orb of wisdom, right? So everything that has been you up to today is a part of the history of your soul, and it's part of the history of the consciousness of all, right? And so this is now a part of everything you have shared with the oneness, with God, with all souls, is sort of going into the records of all, right? And so now you're a part of a whole new reflection of who and what you are, which is an entirely new orb of wisdom of who and what you are. And it's extraordinary. I'm still trying to make sense of it. It's in heaven right now, in a state of processing the energy and the experience. So the soul does purify in the light. And your soul is really sucking in a lot of light and energy right now, through choice, through saying I'm getting the light overhaul right now, and that is what I'm expecting. That's what I demand. That is what I'm going to get, and that is what you get. And it is really excited to be a part of your soul, right? It's just sucking into your soul. Just you're a vacuum, just sucking in all this white light energy from heaven. It's really intense for me to experience this right now. I'm just allowing this to happen, and it's overwhelming me. I mean, it's exhausting me right now to watch and experience, witness this whole thing. I mean, it's so much that it's almost too hard to focus on at this point. I'm supposed to acknowledge that everything that we've accomplished up until this point is now part of what was. And now what is you in a state of a whole new reflection, really absorbing in the light of all. Allow the light of all to come into you in order to, we get out the old, and now we have all this room for the positive energy to just come fill you up. So we get the old out, we drive the car to empty, right? Now we have all this tank to fill with more fuel, the good fuel, the fuel you want. Get it out with the old and with the new. And this is really good. I'm just going to stay with it here a little bit longer. Let's see. I'm just allowing your spiritual expression to continue to absorb white light. It's still continuing to do this. So I'm just going to let it do this. I'm going to put this on pause for a minute, and then I'm going to come back. I want to give this a chance to really absorb energy here. So I'll be right back, okay? Okay, Milos, let's finish this thing. I'm just going to hop back in where we left off and see how you're doing, okay? So I'm just going to go into this. This is really impressive looking. What is this sort of dark space where we were filling you with all that light and that orb sphere with light, and everything sort of changed. It changed its component or expression or direction, and now this orb is a version of the past. This whole dark sort of experience is all part of the past, where your soul is in this perfect experience of light and healing and so much heavenly energy right now. So it's sort of it's kind of cool because you have sort of a vertical scene of like a really dark space all over here, and then you have a scene of all this white light. So this is all where everything else has been, where you've been, is all right here, but then you're still up here in this sort of heavenly light space, and it's like every step we take forward is here in the light, and it's really nice to see that. It feels really good inside. I don't feel that sort of aggressive. There was some aggressive energy that I was experiencing in this sort of transformation. It just kind of threw out the healing too. And it feels a lot softer now, a lot more relaxed right now. But there's still quite a lot of it's sort of an interesting energy because it's like flame, you know. Flame has a lot of fire, it has a lot of passion, it has a lot of inspiration. Yet fire can burn too hot, you know, and have sort of a destructive nature about it. And so the energies, you have like a really intensive energetic side to you, and it really it can really get put to a positive use. I mean, there's still quite a fire burning within your sort of expression. This is part of your expression to have this. Everything feels a lot better right now. I'm just checking to see what else they would like to show me. They want to talk about a peaceful space or the experience of a peacefulness. Even what is people kind of out at chairs at a patio or something. There's tables. There's older people here. They're all sitting around. Everybody's just talking to each other. It almost feels like a wine tasting kind of event thing. Because it's just sort of in a landscape kind of like that, and people enjoying just being outside and enjoying the atmosphere, and there's just something really nice about it. It's something really, really refreshing about it. There's something, I just want to stay here with you here, not sitting in a wheelchair, but sitting in a chair, your body self-sufficient, feeling a part of the world and able to be a part of the world on your own. And my spirit guides asked me if I think you will be a part of the world on your own. And I'm saying he already is a part of the world on his own. But this really has been a contaminating experience. And this energy is really uplifting, positive. And it's going to, from what I've seen along this whole journey pathway, there's going to be some release of the old, okay? So you got to get that old, nasty energy out of there. So that way, the positive energy has to come in somehow. So you have to deal with that, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. It will build up your confidence and just overall happiness, raise your vibration, help your body function in an energetic balance where it has not been. We got out a lot of old energy. I can't wait to see how you're feeling as the weeks pass. And I am actually going to get to do follow-up healing for you too, which is exciting. I'm just enjoying the scene here at the table, watching you, enjoying yourself, looking at others, just relaxing. There's something really refreshing about all of this. A refreshing experience. And now it's just you. And now I'm just looking at you, and you are looking at me. And you're standing up, and you are walking towards me. You seem to have a star that you're handing me. You seem to know things. You seem to have ideas or places you want to go, things you want to see, stuff you want to do. You're pointing up at the stars in the sky. It's just suddenly dark out now. There's something very meaningful that you're wanting to share with me. Something very meaningful. The feeling is very meaningful about this. And I'm saying, sure. Something about taking me into the stars to show me something. You're so self-sufficient. I'm telling you, I'm impressed. It's really strange when I do this healing work and the one that I heal is actually kind of wanting to take charge of the healing. It happens sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time. So it really surprises me when it does. And you're really just taking the bull by the horns, like wanting to show me stuff. So I say, okay, let's go see. There's something magical about all of this. There's something really special. It's about time again. I'm saying that's a really interesting play on words. It's about time. It's some sort of message about time, but it's about time again. So it's a message about time again, but it's also about time again, that you can feel better, that you feel this type of experience. This sort of an interesting play on words. I just feel like I'm alive here with you and the stars. There's something you're trying to show me, but it's not as if it comes with words or language. It doesn't come with even, I don't know how to describe the feeling that this is. This feels like I'm alive as a soul. I can feel what it is to be an infinite soul alive in the infinite universe. But we're simultaneously human beings in our bodies and so curious about creation and about life and the journey of life and exploring life and the experience. And life from all its facets, all its sides, all its infinite mirrors, which sometimes are so glorious and so impressive, and sometimes they're harder. But in all of it, it's all as beautiful as the stars. That is what this message means to me, that you're sharing. Your soul is sharing with all of us, is this. It's really amazing. You're really amazing. You really are. I wish I could put my finger on how to describe you, because it's unique. And it's refreshing too. Every soul is unique and refreshing. And it boggles my mind how there's an infinite variety of ways that a soul expresses itself. And yours is really refreshing, really nice, really neat, for me to experience this. And what you're sharing with me in the stars, and sharing with all of us, because we're all experiencing this together with you, sharing love with you to help you feel better. But the thing is you really like being the self-sufficient guy. So we're just here as tools, and then you get to just use us, and then you actually get to take the bull by the horns again. You're going to end up doing it. There's something really neat about your style of way your personality is. That is all for this. This is where we leave off, is here in this beautiful experience in the stars. It's totally you sharing a self-sufficient expression. Is just really nice. And seeing you inhaling all of that powerful heavenly light energy was really amazing to me. Us getting through all of these sort of starts and stops of helping your body transition through this energy healing, because it's going to need to be started. It's like a start and stop thing. We got to put the energy in, let the body catch up, and then let's go do the next layer. So we just keep going through the layers. We'll get into a toxic space, we'll purify it, help it feel better, and then we'll get into the next one. And we'll just keep working our way forward. So just hang in there, okay? And then we'll see how you're doing, and then I'll get to do a follow-up healing for you too. So I always have those. This energy is done in the infinite, is in an infinite space. So I'm sharing infinite healing with your infinite soul in an infinite spiritual atmosphere. So how it aligns with the physical body is the body then starts to download, like a computer, all of this new information, which is all this new energy. And it's strange to the body at first, because it's been so used to like a curriculum or routine or what is the norm. And now suddenly the norm is changed, and it feels the change, it experiences the change, it's digesting the change like food, but this is energy food. So now the body goes through a transformation, which is what this is all about. It's a soul rebirth journey. I'm rebirthing your soul through doing intensive, infinite spiritual healing. It alters your soul journey and pathway in an infinite way. And so you have to be reborn in the light, basically, and then you continue on your journey at a whole new version of your soul. Nothing changes. You're still your soul. You still possess all of your past lives and all of that stuff. But it sort of puts you on a different pathway of experience because it is more positive now than what you have been experiencing. And so I always want this energy work to digest for a few weeks even. You'd be amazed at what you will feel in a few weeks. And then after a few weeks, I'll check on you. I'm going to check on you no matter what because of your condition especially. But after a couple weeks, we'll see if you're ready for a round 2 yet. Maybe you won't be ready for round 2 for maybe 3 weeks or a month even. This energy doesn't just stop. It's 2 hours of work, right? But this energy keeps transitioning and cycling through. The body is still downloading it. Even a month or 2 months later, you'll still feel different. You'll feel different basically for the rest of your life because it's positive energy. It's infinite positive energy. It's transformative. So I definitely want the best for you. I want you to feel better. Katerina has been she's just so determined to help you feel better. And I really want that for you too. And we all want that for you. So we all love and care about you, Milos. So we'll just keep in touch and see how you're doing as the days pass, okay? So I'm just going to say goodbye for now, and we'll be in touch again soon. And then for all of you YouTube viewers, for any of you who might be interested in experience a transformative spiritual healing journey, you can explore a soul rebirth journey for yourself. If you go to my website, it's abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.